Hey guys, how are you? It's Joe Dickinson here, Solavei founding member. I wanted to come to you today just to tell you about this new Solavei marketplace that has been, or that's in the process of being launched. We're in the process now, kind of slowly starting to onboard merchants and really educate people on what this is, what it's going to offer, and then also go through the value added and kind of a new shift and way of building this business if you choose to do so. So, wanted to jump right into this, give you guys an idea as to what's going on, and educate everyone so they can kind of see the big picture of the potential here that we have with Solavei. So, introducing Solavei Marketplaces, you can see this little image here. I made a little PowerPoint presentation about the last 15 minutes, just to kind of show you guys, give you some images to go along with what I'm about to say here. So, first and foremost, you guys can see this is kind of the base footprint here of what Solavei Marketplace is going to offer. We're going to pretty much have everything integrated into this mobile device. You can see here this girl is holding the cell phone with the different social media applications coming out, and you're going to be able to purchase goods, enroll merchants, make money, pretty much everything all inclusive in your cell phone for being a Solavei member. So it's going to be a really neat concept. So to jump right into it here, what we're going to offer is an additional value add to the core Solavei mobile service proposition. So you guys all know who've been involved, or people who are just watching or finding out about Solavei for the first time. Our flagship product here is the $49 unlimited talk text data on the 4G nationwide network cell phone service that a lot of you, I'm sure, are using at this point. Get great service. I know I have my iPhone powered from it, so no complaints there. So this is going to add a whole new value. So it's not just the $49 a month now, but now you have a whole new value that people can be engaged in and take advantage of for being a Solavei member. So it's going to offer the Solavei Marketplace discounts on a wide range of goods and services you buy every day from a wide range of places that you shop. And it's going to give you additional earning opportunity when you and your members in your personal network share these offers, when members in your personal network buy different things, offer the marketplace, and then also when you and members in your personal network bring in new merchants and deliver new offers and discounts. So what that kind of means here, guys, is when you bring people into Solavei and they're using the $49, unlimited talk text data every month and saving money on their Solavei or on their mobile service, from switching to say switching from a Verizon or a Sprint or whatever it might be, and they're going to be able to have an opportunity to earn in different ways, but also benefit in different ways. So giving you a quick hypothetical here. Say, for example, you're a Solavei member. You're using the $49 a month, talk text data. Everything's going well. Now, what you can do when the Solavei Marketplace launches, and that's going to be in September 21st of 2013, so coming up in a few months here, you as a member are going to be able to log into your Solavei or your My Solavei website. Now, you can either log in that way to get to Marketplace, or you're going to be able to go to marketplace.solavei.com. Log in and be able to see all the new discounts and offers that Solavei is going to offer. So, for example, you might log in and see, hey, come to Olive Garden between such and such a date, and such and such a date, and save 10% off of your order. Or go to Home Depot and save 15% off when you spend over $50. Or different things where you're buying $40. You're spending $40 on something, but you're getting $50 worth of value, say from a Walmart or something. Whatever it might be. We're going to have, and we do have, hundreds of different merchant partners already, including a Walmart, Amazon, Target, Best Buy, Starbucks, Sears Hardware. These huge names, when you go, you're going to get all these benefits, and these vendors and these merchants are actually going to push discounts into the Solavei Marketplace that we as members can see and take advantage of. So now you being a member, you're not only going to be able to enjoy the, saving money on your cell phone bill, but you're going to get access to all of these discounts and all of these special offers just for being a Solavei member. So that's a huge, huge added value proposition that you can share with people as you talk to them about Solavei, friends and family, talk to them about why they should get involved, save money, cut down the cell phone bill, but also, save money in other ways as well. So this little diagram here, I like the way it works. You're going to be able to log into My Solavei. You're going to be able to shop. You're going to be able to actually acquire merchants. I'll talk about that in just a few minutes. Redeem offers, share these offers with people on Facebook, tweet them, email them to people. And when you share these offers and people in your personal network, when they do consume these offers, so say, for example, you got a buddy named Jack, and Jack loves sports. Well, Sports Authority puts out a 15% off coupon or something like that. Well, you want to make sure Jack sees that, so you're going to share that with Jack. So when Jack sees that, he redeems that. Well, guess what? When he goes and uses that at Sports Authority, guess who get compensated for that? You do, because you showed him that. You drove traffic to Sports Authority. Now, think about if you're a Sports Authority. That's a no-brainer. Why would you not want to get involved with this Solavei marketplace? I mean, literally, it's a whole new avenue of advertisement, of sharing. I mean, selling is not, the 1920s foot in the door salesman anymore. It's sharing. It's now you're going to take the word of your best friend, your friends and family. When they recommend different things, you're going to take their word for it. So it's a whole new avenue, of sharing. And Solavei is kind of the first to do that, which is a really cool concept where, we're kind of leading the charge in this whole social commerce, new way of selling. It's now sharing, that whole thing. So just keep that in mind, and realize this is a lot bigger than what you might think. So here's kind of a quick little snapshot. I know it's blurry. I'm sorry about that. But this is going to kind of be what you're going to see here, the marketplace within Solavei. You're going to be able to log into your Solavei back office. Here it is. Here's your network numbers, projected rank, your feed here. And you'll be able to see your marketplace things here where you're going to be able to see different earnings and different offers that are going to be personalized to you. So, for example, when you go in, you're going to log in and fill out a sheet of preferences in the marketplace where you're going to say, hey, I'm interested in clothing. I'm interested in sports. I'm interested in antiques. I'm interested in jewelry, whatever it might be. And this marketplace is going to be tailored right to you. It's going to be a really cool concept. And remember, all this is going to be protected by Solavei. It's not going to be shared with others, sold off to others, anything like that. But the point of it is, so Solavei and the marketplace can then push offers that will be interesting to you. Because, guys, there's going to be thousands of offers. And how are you going to be able to look through all of those when you're sitting down at your computer? You see, or on your cell phone for that matter. So right here, you'll see this is a 40% off at Gap Kids. So you might have filled in. You have young children. You're shopping at Gap Kids every once in a while, or maybe even more frequently than that. Solavei Marketplace is going to make sure you see an ad like this. So that's going to be really neat. You're going to be able to tailor this directly to the people who are interested. And now remember, don't forget, when you guys are trying to go out and acquire merchants, say you have a friend who owns a small business, a clothing shop, whatever it might be, this is huge. I mean, this is all targeted advertising. So for me as a Gap Kids, well, absolutely I want to get involved with this marketplace because I know my ads are going to be targeted. They're going to go to the people that need to see them. I'm not going to push a Gap Kids app or a Gap Kids advertisement to someone who's not interested at all, who doesn't have kids, who's never shopping there. It's essentially an advertisement that does nothing. It's just wasted advertising money. So the point is, this is all targeted, one for the consumer, but also for the business. So remember that, while you're talking to merchants, as we get to the point where you're going to start enrolling merchants, it's all targeted advertising. And that's what what a business wants to hear. So here's it zoomed in a little bit more. You can see the savings, earnings, what you've saved, different earnings you've made from offers. So when you're sitting down with someone who might want to get involved with Solavei, who wants to build this business potentially, or maybe even not, but you want to show them things like this, you can say, well, hey, listen, I pushed an ad out to my buddy Jack. I pushed an ad out to, my friend Susan, my mom, my mom Deb, whoever it might be. You're going to be able to see different earnings you made, and you're going to be able to show people that this is real, this is concrete, this isn't just some sort of gimmick or some sort of fluff words that you're throwing at them. They have proof right here. And then you can see the ad a little bit better, savings 40% off now through 7/14/2013. You see that there on new summer styles. 3 days left. So you can see, how many days are left, things like that. You can click on Get It Now, Share It Now. You'll be able to share it instantly. This is going to be, a one-stop shop here, guys. Super, super simple. And like I said, remember, we're the first ones doing this. So let that be, something that sits in the back of your head where no one else has even come close to, even introducing something like this. And Solavei is going to be leading that charge. Now, this is going to be something that gets me really excited. I know gets a ton of other people really excited. And it's about to get you guys excited when you hear what's going on here. So for all of you that are involved in Solavei, you have the purple pay card. You get your commissions loaded onto that once a month, and you're able to go spend money wherever it might be. So going back to those coupons, that 40% off the Gap Kids, right? Say you redeem that. You want that. Well, that offer is going to be loaded right onto your purple pay card. So there's no printing coupons. No printing out emails, nothing, no bringing little codes written on a piece of paper, nothing like that. It'll be loaded automatically right onto your pay card. So that's going to be able to get you an automated real-time, redemption on a coupon or special offer when you go somewhere. So say it's a Burger King, and that's just one of our merchant partners. Let's get a free Whopper or save $2, like this says on a meal, something like that. You redeem that, you swipe that card at Burger King, immediately that register where you swipe it will grab that coupon and it'll apply it. That is really cool. So think about that for a second. Guys, throw all the coupons, throw all your punch cards, all that other kind of rewards cards away. This is going to take the cake with regards to, what you need in your wallet. I mean, literally all you need is your Purple Pay card. 10% off here, 5% off clothing store, or $5 off, 2 for $35 at an Applebee's, happy hour, buy one, get one free, or, say a local restaurant pushes out an offer that says, come here on Friday night, first round's on us, get your first drink, boom, it's free. So that's a really, really neat thing. That's huge also for, like I said, merchant partners, guys. I mean, people who have small businesses, they got to worry about pushing out coupons and stuff. Not anymore. If they have Solavei members they're attracting, that's all they need. It's all online links, so there's added benefit, so much added benefit to both the consumer and the business. So here's the marketplace offer sharing. Like I said, guys, this is going to be super, super easy to be able to share these offers with different people, whether it be on Facebook, Twitter, whatever it might be, sending an email. They're going to have share buttons right here to push out to anyone you want to push it out to. Make it attractive. Show people, guys, Solavei is huge. I mean, this is so beneficial to be in. Not only are you saving money, on your cell phone, but you're saving money in so many other different ways. And the sharing, the nature of sharing, social media. I mean, look at Facebook. Facebook blew up to billions of members because of the sharing aspect. Anything these days, I mean, you're going to take someone's word for it. If a friend comes over to you and says, you got to check this new app out. It's sharing. It's all sharing. So Solavei sees the trend. We're capitalizing on it. You guys are capitalizing on it. So, this is a big thing to remember, the sharing part. Another huge thing that you can talk to merchants about, with regards to potential of why they want to get involved. Another big thing we have is these national offers. Between 2 to 15% cash back plus contribution into the compensation plan. So, guys, we knew about this since day one with Solavei that they were going to, do something like this. So, online linked and card linked different places. This is just some examples for when you go and you spend money at these places. I mean, these are just a few of the merchants that we're partnered with. You're going to get 2 to 15% cash back. So you might get 4% cash back at Ace Hardware and 10% back at Walmart, whatever it might be. I don't know the percentages. We haven't gotten that information yet, but the point is you're going to get that cash back immediately, so you're saving money in that regard, but also, too, money will be pumped back into the compensation plan of Solavei. And remember, 50 cents of every dollar that comes into that company is paid back out to us as members. So that's going to be just an added bonus. There's a raise for you. You build a big network and you got a lot of people shopping in these places. Well, guess where some of that money goes? Back to you. So that's incentive. Build huge networks, guys. Get people involved, save people money, and get instant cash back for them as well. I mean, they're literally, Solavei is taking every certain way you can save and applying it. I mean, it's not just, okay, you guys get cash back. It's not that. It's discounts, cash back, it's merchant offers, it's sharing. I mean, you can make money on all this kind of stuff. So it's almost like a one-stop shop here, which is really interesting. Guys, here's the Solavei merchant platform features. This is for when you're trying to attract merchants. You can show them, hey, listen, you want to get involved with this thing. I mean, we have all sorts of ways that they can push their stuff out to people, and more is going to come when you are able to get merchants involved. You're going to go through a short training online through Solavei. They're going to make sure you know what you're doing. They're not just throwing you out there, to kind of figure this thing out. They're going to make sure you're trained to be able to promote this thing and bring merchants in. So you can see, all sorts of the benefits and perks that merchants are going to be able to have, and we will get into that more as we get more information. But you definitely take a look at this, let that resonate, in your minds there, and realize how big this thing's going to be for merchants. Here's the platform homepage. They're going to be able to have all sorts of things where they can put coupons here, different events. So it might, like I said, go back to a restaurant, come down, on Friday, August 25th, whatever it might be. And people are going to be able, I don't even know if August 25th is a Friday, but just for argument's sake here, they're going to be able to push out events. And, if you bring in your Solavei Purple Pay card, well, hey, you're going to get a free drink. Think about the Solavei party that's going to happen there. All right. So different incentives for different places, and that's going to obviously blow up your business if you bring that merchant in. So there's things that are for you guys to go out and push this thing. Right here, the digital footprint optimization. This is so big too. I mean, guys, not only are merchants being able to push their goods and services and offerings out to the Solavei network, which is over 200,000 now, and we're shooting this video on May 28th of 2013. Who knows when you're watching this? That number is going to continue to grow exponentially. But the point is, not only are they going to be able to push offers out to that entire network if they're doing online sales, but they're going to be able to see, all right, I own Joe's restaurant, right? I want to make sure I'm on Google, Bing. You can see all these different search engines and whatnot here. Yahoo, Yelp's on here and whatnot. So I can see, am I listed on Google? Am I listed on Bing? If not, I want to make sure that I am. So I'm going to take steps to make sure that I am listed there. This is all value that's offered through Solavei just for being a merchant partner. I mean, they're part of the Solavei family now. They're going to get the benefits. So, Solavei is going to help these merchants grow as much as they can. I mean, there's so much value to come in, as a merchant. So this is a really cool concept. Be sure to remember this when you are talking to merchants. We will be having more training, obviously, on that, but that's just a really good way of explaining kind of the extra value that merchants are going to have. This is a cool little image I wanted to add in here. It really is powered by local merchants. I mean, you see the Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and now the Solavei Pay card. Imagine you see the Solavei little emblem, their little logo in a restaurant window. I mean, it's going to get to that point as Solavei grows to be this household name, and it will be the way we're growing at this point in time. And with this new marketplace launching, I mean, guys, this is the fuel for the fire. This is going to blow this thing out of the water and get us to well over 1 million members in no time. And you're going to start to see this sharing. I mean, we're changing the game essentially with starting a whole new industry of social commerce. It's a whole new thing. I mean, it's a whole new concept. It's a whole new way of business, and we're kind of leading that charge. So this is a cool image. Why don't you check that guy? Check this one out. And, be the reason for this happening right here, put in the window. So right here, guys, this is the biggest thing, scale through partnerships. We've created some incredible partnerships, at Solavei, just from what I've seen, with the merchant partners first and foremost. You got the Walmart, Amazon, et cetera, and the executive team that we've created. And now the new partnership that we've created with First Data, which not sure if you guys know who that is, but it's huge. I mean, it is huge. Real quick, just to show you this image, it's the biggest payment processing company in the world. So ATMs that you might go to, that's probably owned by First Data. It's probably one of First Data's ATMs. I mean, they're the big boys. And Solavei was able to get their attention. They're fully on board with what we're doing, and they're the reason why that Purple Pay card can be linked with all those special discount offers, because First Data handles that. So they're now, essentially creating this system and innovating a way to create those discounts and have them loaded real time right onto those cards. It's all because of this company right here. So as you can see, the big thing is it requires a partner with strong ties to the existing merchant world. Well, how's the biggest payment processing company in the world sound to you for strong ties to the existing merchant world? That's First Data. And guys, if you're able to be at the Las Vegas regional event, Ed Mock, he's the Vice President of Innovation and Alliances at First Data, he personally came to that event and spoke to the people there. The Vice President, I mean, you know how busy that guy probably is? The fact that he took time out of his day to come do this and speak of how excited, First Data is with this company called Solavei. That's huge. I mean, think about that. This isn't some little company. Guys, this is so much bigger than all of us even put together with regards to the potential this thing has, with the people that are coming on board with it. So here's a real quick little snapshot of what they do. As you can see, over 1.4 trillion U.S. transaction volume settled. I mean, guys, 46 billion merchant transactions, 2 billion online transactions, 6 million plus merchant locations. I mean, it speaks for itself. You guys can take a look at that. Pause the video if you want to, look some more. It's wild. So here's where we are right now. May 18th, push a social partner. Guys, we need to get to social partner. we need to get there so you can be eligible to enroll merchants. All right, so we're going to be pushing for local merchants. Come 7/19, you want to be a social partner right here. You need to get there so you can start to enroll merchants, and then we're going to actually go into our retail test group on 8/21. And then 9/21, if you guys remember, that was actually when we launched. And I was at that launch event back in Seattle. It was incredible. This is going to be just as good, if not better. We're going to launch Solavei Retail come September 21st of 2013. It's going to be our 1-year anniversary date, and it's going to be nuts. So what you guys need to do right now is push to get to social partner by July 19th. That is huge. Once you get there, you'll be able to enroll merchants into the Solavei marketplace. And remember, guys, the income potential is huge there. You're going to be able to make a lot of money if you bring in merchants, save them money, make them money, save yourself money, save your friends money, all while making money. All right, so if that all made kind of sense there, this is the big thing. Get to social partner by July 19th. I promise you it will be a game changer. It will be a life changer. And, it'll be something that's going to really launch this business on fire and kind of create that long-term residual income that we're all looking for. So that's where we're at right now. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you got any questions, contact me. Shoot me an email at jdickinson160@gmail.com. And, if you're new to Solavei and you want to learn more, reach out to me. I'd love to tell you more about it. For my team out there, guys, you're doing awesome. Let's keep rocking and rolling. As always, for anyone watching this film, team or not, shoot me an email. If you got any questions, I'd love to answer them for you. And in the meantime, let's rock and roll. I'll keep you posted on conference calls and whatnot, and I'm looking forward to speaking with you all. All right, thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.